G'day and welcome to Diamond Art with Del. Today I am having a bit of a chat with you, an update if you like, and a little bit of how I'm working on my current WIP, which is this Diamond Art Club. This is the Diamond Art Club I've been doing or working on at the moment. This is the one I unboxed recently. You remember these guys? They are so cute. They like you. So this is a Diamond Art Club. The one I'm working with is a square drill, as you can see. And I'm going to have a bit of a talk to you about how I've been going with this slow but sure project and how I've been managing all of this white background, like just so much solid white background. Okay, and she be square. So while I'm here just nice and close, I'm just going to have a look at here. This is the corner I started in. As you can see, the drills are not bad, but they are a bit wonky. That's okay, I can live with that. I've done my best, and that's the main thing anyone can do. So at this area here, I tried a couple of different methods on trying to get them to go straight. As you can see, they just not quite happening. I was using a multiplacer for some areas and just trying to zigzag, if you like, by putting one line here and then sort of dropping down and doing another line just underneath. It's hard to explain unless you're actually physically doing it. But I found I was getting like a gappy. Let's get rid of that cover, shall we? You can sort of see where it was just gapping a little bit and leaving funny edges. I did try and straighten them up with tweezers, etc., but it still wasn't happening, so I was still getting a fair bit of gap with that style. Further along, I tried different methods, just singly placing them, until I actually just started doing, if I can just get rid of this cover to come down a bit, likes to stick. And throughout this area here, which I think look a little bit better, it's so glary, this white. So just coming up through this area here, so a lot of this area here, I decided to ditch several different ideas I had, basically either using multiplayers, using single places, trying to do solid rows, whatever else I was doing, ending up with some gaps. You can't see them too much. I'll put the light on, we'll have a look at those. So I went through here, and now I've been doing this with a checkerboard style, where you fill it out and so forth. So I'm going to work on this and just show you what, you've probably seen in a lot of other videos, just how I'm going with it, how well it works on this piece, and just work on that while I have a bit of a chat. You can see right through here, it's looking reasonable, but then it starts getting a bit average. I'm now also doing under that area the checkerboard style, also working here. Alright, I'm going to go turn the light on, and you can really see now that bead placement. And this is where I've been trying to keep them straight by using checkerboard, and I believe it's doing a really good job. I'm happy with what it looks like. I mean, it's the best I can do, so that's all you can ask of anybody. Up here, on the other hand, it has these really streaky, big, liney gaps, which I think is actually noticeable even without a light, but it's just easier to point out what I'm referring to with the light in the background. So this is from using trying to use multi-places, and I said I used to put some here, some there, so they'd overlap like brick layering. Sometimes I just section off an area and just work on that. Whatever I was doing, it just seemed to leave these lines no matter how you did it. So even though it's a nice big open area of white, and you'd think you could maybe, I use a multi-placer a lot, so I thought I was be fine. Yeah, I just found it wasn't quite looking my best, basically. So I'm going to work a little bit on here. I'm going to flip the whole thing and work on this section first. So we're going to have a look at that. So we're down near the canvas now. Don't mind it's actually upside down. That image is the right way for where we are at the moment. I'm using that top corner I was looking at before, and this is an area I just started applying the drills to, and I'm going to continue that out and then start to fill it in and show you how I do that. I actually found that using the really fine pointy nose tweezers is actually really good for this. You can use a single placer pen, that's fine, or you know, whatever really fancies your, you know, floats your boat, to be honest. And I have this really big tray of white because I just, somewhere like this where I've got a lot of the same color, I just don't want to have to keep refilling a small tray. So I do have these lovely big trays. As you can see, they are quite big. They have a section here at the front that you can pull out and open, so you have a pourer at the end, but you can lock it off so that you don't have any drills going right through when you shake, if you're a bit of a aggressive shaker like myself. So I give them a shake, just get as many as I can up flat, as you would do. And I simply just grab each bead with these pointy little fellas. I'll just show you as close to the camera so you can see that. So I'm just going to grab the drills right out of the tray as such, and then I'm going to place them straight onto the canvas in a checkered pattern. So basically that means I'm going to put one bead here, I'm going to miss a space, and then I'm going to go to the next space, which is in this case a print of a dot. So because I'm using all the same symbol, it's a solid area, solid color, so I'm just going to keep going using the same color and just skipping one of the grid and moving to the second grid as such, and just continue that across that line. Okay, so once I get far enough, like it may be, you might go all the way across the section, you might say I'm going to go so far. It's just whatever you feel like you want to work on for that day. I'm picking this section because that's how much time I might have. It all depends. So the second line, I will then miss that top square and come to the side, so it's coming into a diagonal shape across with my drills, and I will just continue to do that pattern, skipping one along that line. As simple as that. Just picking up individual ones as such, and I just go across the line till I get to the end. There we go. Hopefully that was all in view. So I'm going to repeat that anyway and show you a bit more as I go along. Once again, just picking up, and I'll pop that up about there, I think. I might just zoom in a bit more. That'd be better. Alright, so then you can see that I place it there on the pattern. And again, continuing on. Right across that line. Alright, and I'm going to fill in this area here. Well, not to about there anyway. Now, for those who don't like tweezers, okay, not everyone works with them. Most people will work with one of these type of things, just a single place pen. That's something you can use definitely with this technique. It's quite the same, really, it's just using a different tool. So you would obviously just pick up your drill using your one placer, as you can see, and you would simply just place that inside the square, the same. Again, just picking up a single piece and adding to the diamond painting in the same fashion as I did with the tweezers. I like the tweezers because I feel like I'm giving it, I don't know, a little bit better placing on the singles, and you can sort of jiggle them a little bit with the tweezers easier. You can just maneuver them. And I don't know, I just feel like I can be a little bit quicker. The only downside I found is the tweezers, you're doing that pinching, and of course after a while your fingers sort of feel a bit, you know, worn out, I suppose, and you do need to have a rest more. I just find with squares, sometimes I just don't want to stick for me no matter what type of substance. I've tried different things in there, but the wax is fine. I don't have any better luck with anything else, so it's just me. That's okay. That can just be you, Del. You're a strange little unit. Why be boring? But yeah, I can use it either way. I just don't know. I just find I do like using the tweezers with the squares for some bizarre reason when I'm using single placement, like in a checkerboard fashion like this. So I'm going to put this drill pen back and keep continuing on with tweezers. But that just wanted to let you know that, yeah, there's no need for you not to use, you don't have to use the tweezers during working, I should say, on a checkerboard design. You can definitely use a single placer pen. That is absolutely perfect tool for this application. Oh, how fancy, Dale. Oh, those fancy big words. Okay, so I'm just going to keep pinching and plying and hopefully finish this corner up before I have to go and do real life issue jobs, you know, like pick up children, etc. Joys of life. You can't just sit there and do diamond painting all day, Del. Why not? Because life. There is things you are responsible for and you need to go and do them. Gosh darn it. Never mind. It's a nice little place to run away to, the old diamond painting, that's for sure. Okie dokie. Let's just finish this section and then we can move on to blocking it out. Okay, we are done. So this section, hopefully I haven't missed any. So this section here, I have put every second drill down, etc. They're not exactly perfectly straight, but that's fine. You can sit there just with a pair of tweezers and manipulate those, or even if you can use a single placer to a degree. That will straighten them up. But when we place that second empty what do you call it, symbol space, those drills will push up against each other, and you know, with all the straight edges of the squares will line up and give a much more filled, straighter look. But yeah, there's nothing to say you can't give them a little jiggle on the glue and make sure they're all straight as you can get them. That is all we ever ask. Okay, so I'm just going to be filling in this areas here, just those gaps, using the drills. And basically we are going to apply them exactly the same as we did before, just filling in those gaps and straightening along if you wish, like so. So I'm just going to continue to do that right throughout this section, and we'll see how it all looks. Oops, there she goes. I'm just trying to get this bottom section here nice and straight as I can, and that should give me a nice fine edge line there to work from, just as a bit of a base, and keep filling in for here. So that's what I am doing on my checkerboard. That is the results of just doing that straight through just with the tweezers. It's nice and straight. I'll probably still go over that and check those and make sure they are, you know, sitting down right, etc. But these feel really good. It's Diamond Art Club. These are really lovely drills to work with. I have no issues as far as popping, etc. Of course, these are just lovely to work with. Squares are very neat, very tidy, and they just have a lovely finish. I said I have not been a fan of squares, but I do like these ones. I think my problem has been just that I have other poor quality drills in those other kits. But these are lovely to work with. If you just see a little one, I just straighten it up a little bit more if I don't really fancy how it's sitting. But generally, I think that makes a good result. Such a big white background. I'll just turn the light off for you so you can see properly. It might be better, I don't know. So yeah, there you go. So that's the section there I've just worked on, and I think it gives a really nice even, there comes the cover, even result. And so you can just go through it, and if you want to just adjust them in any way, but usually they're pretty good. So that's just how I like to work on this particular diamond painting, using square drills, big white plain background, and trying to get them nice and straight so they look good. Let's flip it around for you so you can sort of see along that edge there. Take the cover back. So you can sort of see where I've been working along, and it looks really good. This part here, you know, it's not too bad, but as I say, when you move it, you see those big lines. That's from trying to use spacers up that in. But going forward from this area and through, I've been using that checkered method, and I do think it just makes a much more even placement and nice and neat placement of your drills. So that's how my whip is going at the moment on this particular piece. I'll continue down here for a little bit, and I'll come back and let you know how this one's going in another video. And yeah, maybe I'll just do a little work and whip with me type video and show you the progress on how this little guy's going. He's so cute. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you didn't mind me working upside down with that one. I mean, it's a bit easier just to get to that section at the moment. And yes, I think I will continue down this side. Oh golly glare, stop. I'll continue doing that exact same as blah 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 English. As I continue down this side, I will use the checkered formula basically and move down there and go around these colours. I'm going to leave all the coloured sections until last. I think I'm just going to do all this white. I don't know yet, but that's the plan so far. Come down and do some white. I might then just come across this section. I don't know. Thoughts. At the moment, I'm really happy just to tinker around with this and check it all out with you guys. So that's my Diamond Art Club. We like you update and checkerboard technique video thing. Anyway, I hope you like watching that. It was a bit of fun, something a little bit different to doing an unboxing, so I might do a few more of these sort of things. Give us a like if that's something you'd like to see, or a comment or something, that'd be great. Just so I know that I'm on the right track. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate everyone's time. I really enjoy making these videos, so yeah. Thank you very much for watching. This is Del signing out. Beat your life beautiful with diamond art, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks guys. Bye. Take care. Look after yourself and each other. And have a great day. Bye.